Two men are in police custody after a chase. 20-year-old Milagro Sanchez Jr., an 18-year-old Danny Williams, and an unnamed driver sped away during a traffic stop. When Peoria police caught up to them, Sanchez and Williams allegedly left the car and ran away. Officers later caught both men, finding two handguns in the process. Sanchez and Williams were arrested for possession of a stolen firearm, unlawful possession of a handgun, and resisting police. The driver was given several traffic tickets and released at the scene.